A new poll out this week finds that the majority of Maryland voters favor legalizing recreational pot, an issue that will be on the November ballot. In the Washington Post University of Maryland poll, more than 7 in 10 registered voters favor legalizing the use of cannabis for people 21 and older. And Karina Elwood has been covering the issue for the Washington Post. She joins us now to talk more about this. Karina, good morning.
Good morning, Katie. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
So let's talk about Maryland, and then obviously Biden made headlines this week on the same subject. But Maryland voters, it looks like, are going to pass approving recreational marijuana. What exactly is that going to look like in Maryland?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So our poll with the University of Maryland found that 73% of voters, registered voters in Maryland, said that they plan to, or said they would support legalizing recreational marijuana. And so what exactly that means is that starting on July 1st, 2023, 1.5 ounces of marijuana in 2 cannabis plants is going to be legal. There'll still be penalties for things outside of that sort of realm, but that's what's going to be legal. When the legislature passed the bill that put this question on the ballot, they passed some provisions for those next steps, which are going to include things like public health studies, disparities. You know, there's a real interest in finding ways to create spots for minority and women-owned businesses in this lucrative market once it opens up. So I should also add, it's only for adults 21 and older. So, 18 to 21, that still will not be legal.
So possession of an ounce and a half. What about purchasing marijuana? I know it varies across the DMV. Is this a gifting setup similar to what we see in D.C.?
So we're not quite to that point yet. There will be some time for the Maryland legislature to set up a framework. So there's not a regulatory framework quite set yet. So there will be a little bit more time before there's a market that's open. But marijuana is not entirely new to Maryland. In 2014, they decriminalized possession of small amounts, and then in 2017, the first medical dispensaries opened. So it's been around. There is some sort of a market already there that is established, and so that's kind of the next step of figuring out how they can get to opening a market.
Maryland's evolution from decriminalizing now to potentially, depending on what the voters do in November, allowing recreational marijuana is something we've seen in a lot of states across the country, and perhaps that was part of the consideration in President Biden's move this week, making a major announcement that he's pardoning those who have been charged and convicted of simple possession. But it's a headline. Let's dive into exactly what it means, because is anyone actually serving time right now after being convicted for simple possession?
Yeah, so no. So no one is going to be, not in federal convictions, at least. At the state level, that is going to be a little bit different. And so part of that sort of announcement, Biden did call on governors to take the same move, because a lot of those smaller level or lower level convictions are going to be at the state level, right? But where this does have a huge impact is going to be in D.C. because D.C. is not a state. These local, D.C. laws are prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office, and Mayor Bowser, because we're not a state, she doesn't have the same pardoning powers that most governors would.
Right.
So these pardons for those D.C. convictions, those past convictions, because D.C. also legalized in 2014. So most of these convictions will be, quite a few years old, but those couldn't be pardoned until Biden made this move.
Right. Attorney General Karl Racine actually cheered the move this week as a part of its impact on D.C. D.C.'s always a bit of a hybrid. It's not a state. It has federal authority over it, so it's always confusing as to what applies and how. But you mentioned the governors. President Biden, in his announcement, said, of course, I only have the power to pardon those who are charged with federal crimes, but I urge governors to make the same move. We have already seen Texas Governor Greg Abbott say, I am absolutely not doing that. I would suspect other Republican governors would push back. But what do you think this does politically across the country? And is this a move maybe just gearing up for rousing up the base before the midterms?
Yeah, I mean, you can't dismiss the fact that this came, just over a month before these midterms are coming up across the country, and this is an indicator that this is something that Biden was willing to do to sort of motivate the base. I talked to quite a few activists and lobbyists who have been working in the cannabis, in the world for quite some years now, and they saw this as a big move. Whether or not it was politically motivated, they still saw this as as a step, really towards what they've been working for a really long time. And just like you said, states are, even if governors don't take this pardoning move, more and more states are moving to legalize. So this is something that is sweeping the country at quite a rapid rate. And, we're seeing it also come to the region as well.
The Biden administration also said that it would look to investigate whether perhaps marijuana should continue to be a Schedule I drug, the likes of heroin, LSD, ecstasy. Just quickly, what do you think the end game is there?
Sure. I think, I really think Biden's move, the whole announcement really points towards a big step towards federal decriminalization. Those are conversations that Congress has been having for quite a few months now. And I think that this was just a huge sort of indicator that that could be a potential next step in, the next 10, 15 years.
Something to keep an eye on. Karina Elwood with the Washington Post. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, sharing your insights.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.